Hey guys, tonight I wanted to share with you products that I am either not really using, I've only used once, or I just don't really like. Honestly, there's really not that much here. I'm stumbling on my words already because I still use a lot of these. These are either recent purchases or just ones that I haven't really touched because I found something better. Doesn't mean they're not good. Honestly, there's probably only 2 or 3 products here that I don't really like at all. But I'm going to jump right into lip products because those are the products that I changed the most since I'm really stuck on NYX and Too Faced. Like I said, those are the only products that I have purchased recently. I want to get into the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams first. I am absolutely in love with the other 3 shades that I have, but I have to say this color, Tokyo, just I tried to put it on to do this video and to do another, and I did wear it to work today, but I find that I have to put a gloss over it to smooth it out more, and it still comes off. The gloss just makes it sticky and comes out a little cakey, but the color works, so it wasn't that bad, so I could wear it today. But this just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about the formula, but it just comes out dry. I don't know if it's because I feel like there's not that much product in here. I don't know if I got a bad one. I might go and repurchase it again if I run out of this, if I end up using it more. But I'm gravitating always using the Istanbul color that I have on right now because I just look how smooth it goes on. So I don't know if I'm really going to use this that much anymore. This is honestly only the second time I tried to use it, which was today, and I'm still not crazy about it. So I'm not really sure about that. Then to pair with NYX, I have recently purchased this NYX lip primer in, I think it's dark deep nude. I like it, but I find that I have to apply it this way rather than directly on my lips. I don't know if you're supposed to put it on this way, but I find if I put it on this way, it flakes and shows up peeling a lot, and it takes me a while to clean off my lips a little bit before I can actually put my lip gloss or a lipstick on. I just don't know. It does help when I put on my Too Faced melted lipsticks a lot, but it still flakes and there's still pieces that I have to peel off, and I don't like that. It just wastes so much time and it's annoying. It's supposed to smooth it out and make the color last longer. So I don't know if I'm going to try something else from NYX or maybe from a cheaper brand. I don't know. I'm not really crazy about this. But I'm still using it because it's the only lip primer that I have, but I'm going to try and see if I can find something different. Then I'm gonna talk about one more lip product, and then I'll talk about other brands. But again, I don't really have that many dislikes because again, I don't really purchase anything I don't like. I do the research on it and then I purchase it. Um, I am loving these Too Faced melted lipsticks, but I find with this shade Melted Marshmallow, it's very hard to get smoothly on my lips. I do really like the color, and it's definitely a lot smoother than this. Um, the way I applied it yesterday, I did like, so I do like it, but it's not my favorite color out of the ones that I got. I really love the Melted Peony and the Melted Strawberry. They go on so well. This one does not apply as well, but I still like it and I still wear it. So this is more of like a product I'm like on the fence about. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I just like it. So another product, let's go into eyes now. Is the Benefit Mascara They're Real. I did like this when I first got it, but it is not as good as the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I've been wearing it every single day. I have it on right now. Just look how well it curls the lashes, and it's still on, just has not moved. My makeup has not moved today. Just obsessed with the Chocolate Bar palette. I am wearing the Chocolate Bar palette because I wore it to work. Again, obsessed with these shadows, love them. But this one I just have not used. This is probably dried out now. I probably should throw it out. It feels like it's almost empty, so I probably will not repurchase this again because I have the Too Faced mascara and I'm just using that now, and that's my favorite mascara of all time, I think. I loved the Chanel mascara, but this is definitely much, much better. Like the best mascara ever, I think. So yeah, don't really like this anymore. Don't really use it anymore. Then, I do like this product. I'm going to talk about an eyeliner. It's the Urban Decay 24/7 liquid liner, and the reason why it's in this video, it is a great liner, but if I mess up, it is so hard to get the color off, and I find that the Stila is much easier to remove and correct than this one, because this one is much more liquidy, because it's not a pen, it's a brush. I still really like it, and I only really used it when I purchased it, like for the past 2 months, like January and February. But since I have the Stay All Day ones, I love the Stay All Day ones. They do tend to dry out a little bit when I'm applying them, but once they are applied, they don't move. They don't move. They just stay there. And that's why I love them. They don't wear off or anything. This, I find that it does wear off into my crease a little bit, and it irritates my eyes when I put it on. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's a really heavy formula, but I don't like that. It kind of burns a little bit, and the Stila ones don't do that at all unless I really, really pack on the color. It might hurt for like 30 seconds and it goes away immediately, and the Stila ones just dry instantly. This takes like a minute or two to dry, and I just can't stand that because I'm like, looking down waiting for it to dry, and it's still not dry yet, and then it wears off, and it's just a mess. The Stila ones don't do that at all. So I like this, but I would much prefer repurchasing the Stila ones than this one. Then I'm going to talk about an eyeshadow palette. This was a gift, and I do love it. I do love the colors. I just think they're super glittery, and that's why I really haven't used it that much. It's not something I don't like. I just really don't use it, but I just don't. I like shimmery shadows, but this is more for like going out, and I find myself not really wearing it just because it has a lot of fallout, and I'm so used to using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes because they have absolutely zero fallout, and yes, unless you use a really dark color. But if you use any of the matte tones, any of the shimmery tones, they have no fallout whatsoever. Like this, I put on absolutely no fallout today. It's amazing because of the formula. They're just beautiful. But with this, I find that my single MAC shadows work a lot better and blend a lot easier than these. Again, they're very pretty. They're just way too glittery, and I don't want to swatch any of them because I don't want to get glitter all over my hands and then have them on my hands for like the rest of the night. But I did use this quite a few times when my friend got it for me, but it's probably my least used palette that I have. You go for the MAC singles, you don't really go for the palettes. Then, since we're talking about palettes, I love this palette. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. This was a recent purchase that my mom got for a contour kit for me. I do love the bronzer in here. I do love the highlighter. I'm just not all that crazy about the blush. It's pretty, it's just not very pigmented. Like, I'm swatching it on my hand, and you can't really see it that well. It's pretty. You get like a lot of color there, but when I actually apply it, I don't really get that much color out of it. And I've been using the NYX blush a lot more. Maybe I should just go back and use this a little bit more because I've been using the NYX one since I got it like 2 weeks ago. And I haven't touched this blush in about 2 weeks, but maybe I'll go back and use it. I like it. I just don't think it's that pigmented. I don't think it's enough color. Then the last 3 products I'm going to talk about are all samples that I got from Ipsy. One of them is a finishing spray. I honestly just did not like the feel of this. Since I'm putting on a primer now, I feel like I don't need a finishing spray. I've really been wanting to invest in maybe a NYX one to see how they turn out, or maybe the NYX primer, or the Urban Decay finishing or setting spray. I've been wanting those too. But this, I just didn't really like the feeling. I'm just so afraid of it, like, smearing my makeup. Since I don't need to apply any sort of finishing spray when I wear the Chocolate Bar palette, then I don't really end up using this since I use a primer. You really you really only need a primer to set your foundation for the day. You don't really need a finishing spray, so I really have only used this once, have not touched it again. And then the other one is a Temptu S&B highlighter in Pink Pearl. I just don't really like liquid highlighters. I just don't want to mess up my makeup that much. So I just stick with the highlighter in this contour kit rather than this. Again, I've only used this once and I just didn't really like it. I just, it just doesn't apply evenly. I know a lot of people like Temptu. It's just like, I'm not really sure how to use it too. But it's just a lot easier when I use a powder highlighter. So I just stick with the one in the Tarte palette. Then the last product I've honestly have not used on my lips is just because I have so many other reds that I like. This is a very dark red. I don't think I've ever really swatched it. But since it is from the Ipsy bag, maybe I should use it. It is actually really, really pretty, so I probably should use this at some point. I want to see how it blends. Yeah, that is really pretty. It's just really a shade that I really wouldn't wear. Maybe I will use it at some point. It's just very dark. I'm going to try it on my lips maybe later. I was going to try it before, but then I wanted to keep this on and not mess it up. But yeah, that's about it. This is staining my hands, so I'm going to have to go wash it off. See, look, it looks like that now. But yeah, that's it. I didn't think that this video was going to be so long since, again, I didn't really have that many products here. But honestly, these are things that I just don't really reach for, except for the NYX primer and the Too Faced Melted Lipstick. But the other ones I don't really use, and obviously the contour palette. But yeah, that's it. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at CPW819 and my Twitter's PokerFace819. And let me know if you suggest other things, like especially a lip primer. Suggest a lip primer for me. I probably should invest in buying a concealer and then putting powder over it to make my lip color last longer, because that's what Candy, what's her name? Candy Johnson does. And I don't have a concealer because I end up just using foundation under my eyes, but I probably should start using a concealer. So I probably should get like a cheap NYX concealer, or maybe like go back and actually buy an actual concealer, because I actually have more money now, so now I can probably buy some more stuff. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys!